Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustlers. This is Joe Justice and I'm here with Ed. Ed, tell me, buddy, what's your hustle?
I am the principal at Huntington Analytics in downtown Huntington.
Huntington Analytics. So tell me, what is it that got you into doing this type of work?
Well, I see a large data gap. There's a lot of people talking about AI in the future, Joe, and with that, you need data process to build that data product for AI. And in that, there's a data gap between people that want to do things versus what they're actually doing right now, and we need to record that data.
I see. So now, a lot of people might not be aware, but for proper analytics and AI generation, you have to have good structured data to begin with. Is that right?
Exactly. Structured data and the right types of tools to structure that data as well as record it. And we call that process origination. As we're building more and more data processes, AI tools need to use structured data to build the outputs that everybody wants, like insights.
Now, before you got involved in this company, you've been doing analytics for a while, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
So I've been in analytics for about 15 years, straight out of college, working for companies like Equifax and hospitals. A lot of my experience with analytics actually has been in operations work at credit score companies, hospitals, and telephony systems as we're and growing those types of actionable insights for C-level and mid-level executives.
What kind of actionable insights can you get from data analytics?
Well, is a department working the right way? What type of product is performing better than most? Where do I put the oil for the squeaky wheels that are squeaking?
Gotcha. So when you started your business, what kind of problems were you trying to solve here in Appalachia?
For sure, the problems I see come from disadvantaged communities and a lot of the nonprofits. And all the nonprofits rely on grants to make sure that they're running and they get funding the right way. What I'm seeing is a lot of fundings lapse, as well as questions arise about where the funding is going. And what data analytics provides, as well as building structured data, provides transparency for end users and taxpayers to understand how their money is being used the right way. But yeah, finding out how that stuff happens, I guess.
And what you do is help actually explain that. How could you give us an example of how having that structured data results in an end process that is actionable?
Sure. So let's say in workforce development, you have a pipeline from people coming into workforce development that are unskilled, that are hopefully exiting the pipeline upskilled in different types of skills or technologies. You want to make sure that you measure that, how long it takes that person to upskill, how they performed in the upskill work, and perhaps where they get placed afterwards when they graduate your program. Grants need, and the public needs to find out how effective these programs are working to uplift some of the disadvantaged people in the community. And without that type of knowledge, either grants dry up or people get a little bit more disadvantaged because they just don't know if things are working or not.
What are some current struggles that you're running into right now? Is it funding? Is it staffing? Is it just general awareness? What are you running into now?
I would say the data mindset, Joe. When it comes to funding, really, it's as long as you're computer literate in a small way, an Excel database can be a structured data set. A SCV file or just writing down in a notebook every day. The people who are doing the hard manual data processes are the heroes in my world. The people who are making that data, it's incredibly cheap. It doesn't cost anything really. And the struggles I have is really teaching or understanding where the data mindset lives in West Virginia. It exists. It's here. They're the hardworking people who keep their mouths shut in the back room and just record all the data or working on the Excel notebook. Magnifying their effect to their business to make sure that they're heard and their business prospers is my goal.
So tell me, what are some common misconceptions about your industry?
There's a lot of fear, especially as AI types to rise and as efficiency grows or the power of the computer grows. The fear is that people will be replaced or that people are going to, not be needed anymore. And some of that is real, some of that is fake, but ultimately it frees up so much more time for us to be human, and to celebrate the errors and celebrate our mistakes. And if a machine can be perfect every time, We should just be happy with the errors in our world and how to best make our mistakes and learn from it, be human.
All right, a couple rapid fire questions for you here, Ed. What's the best $100 you ever spent on your business?
Best $100 is probably a Claude Code subscription. Yeah.
What's the biggest waste of money?
Probably certain types of pay-to-play networks sometimes.
Those can be trouble if you don't get in the right ones, right?
Of course.
What's one skill that every entrepreneur should have?
Technology skills. Being able to magnify your effect through technology, 100% you need that today.
What's a skill that you're working on now?
I'm working on magnifying or digitizing focus groups with neuro research from online data.
What can you do with magnifying focus groups? What does that give you the ability to achieve?
Well, right now there's an interesting product out that is able to create a type of digital focus group which interprets a video and its responses to the video as a simulation. In that, you don't have to go wrangling cats. You don't have to go find 100 people, find the right demographic, find any of that. There's potential for that technology to replace focus groups in the future so we can test products like videos and media before it reaches the general public, and we can do reshoots or measure engagement and measure impressions and all of that type of stuff, how well it performs before it reaches your eyes.
Right. All right. So last question. What is one belief, one principle that you stand by, even when all of the haters tell you that you're wrong?
Goodwill is good business. And as long as you have a good heart and are giving everything away that you can afford to give away and all that with the goodwill, it's going to give back good business eventually,
Great. Ed, how do people get in touch with you if they want to learn more or see what you're up to?
We got a website at huntington-analytics.com, and you can find me at Hilltree Coffee almost every morning down in Barboursville and Huntington area. Thank you.
And also a little ultimate frisbee every now and then too, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Come out 6:30 Wednesdays at the Shawnee Sports Complex. We got ultimate frisbee. Come out, guys.
You can't miss that. Thank you so much for being with me here today, Ed. Thank you for watching and listening. This is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler, reminding you to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile.